Hello everyone, this is your step-by-step plan to hitting 25K, 50K, and even 100K months in your agency, coaching, or online business by focusing on just two daily activities. And these two daily activities we're gonna call outreach channels, but we're gonna dig a little bit deeper as we go into the presentation. For now, let me tell you who I am and why you should listen to me. So, first, the most important thing is I'm a father, I'm a husband. I'm not looking here to trick anyone. I've had enough of that in my life. I'm looking to add real value and I just want to make this world better. So this training is for you and I hope you really enjoy it and makes a difference in how you see and scale online businesses. So I do love the beach, I love traveling, I love exercise, and most importantly, I'm the owner of four successful businesses. Well, the first ones, and you can research all of this, is an e-com store. I had a private brand called Two Volcanoes Coffee, and I sold that in 2022 to my partner. So I got out of that business. I own a local flower shop and an e-com brick and mortar store with my wife. She's the one that manages that. Here's a screenshot of me in front of that flower shop. And I also have a prospecting agency. This is my actual full-time business now, in which we have close to 18 employees now. I also run on the side a med spa focused marketing agency, right? You can't teach something if you're not in it. So that's my agency there. But most importantly, I run real businesses, guys. And we've helped over 500 agencies, coaches, and online businesses build and scale to 6 and 7 figures. We just have tons and tons of video testimonials. And most importantly, this is what we're doing now. We're training appointment setters to help businesses scale and grow. And we just have thousands of appointment setters with real screenshots to show you show you proof of the results we've gotten for clients. So let's get to this. But look, there's one thing I need to say here. We need to go back to the basics. So I know the magic number of 1 million is very intriguing for everyone. And and I know also that $83,000 per month is the secret figure to 1 million yearly revenue, right? But to make it easy, I'm just gonna talk about 100K, right? 100K per month, that'll take you to not only the 100K, that's a psychological number, but to the $1 million mark in a year. All right, so $1 million mark running rate, right? So let's dig into this and understanding why many of you are not in the 100 per K a month mark yet. And this, believe it or not, starts by dividing business based on annual revenue. So I don't know if you know who Michael Masterson is. He's a guru that took Early to Rise, a publisher of information products, to 20 million, and then Agora from I don't know, 20, 30 million to 100 million. Now I think it's worth 300 million. So he knows a thing of or two about growing and scaling businesses. And he says it's all about understanding that different activities are required in each stage of the business life cycle. So let's take a look at these because this is going to be very important. These are the four stages of business development and growth. So the first stage is infancy, and businesses that are in the 0 to 1 million yearly revenue are here. Stage two is childhood, 1 to 10 million. Stage three is adolescence, 10 to 50 million, and stage four is adulthood, 50 to 100 million. Right? So let's talk about stage one, infancy, 0 to 1 million, because that's where we'll be focusing. That's the 100K month mark, right? So the rule number one of entrepreneurship is this: without sales, it is very hard to sustain an ongoing business. I think we all agree on that. And Michael Masterson says your single overriding, all encompassing, sole priority is to sell your product or service. Nothing else matters. Don't get distracted with other product ideas, rigid management systems, or anything else. Spend 80% of your time on selling and marketing. getting customers. So in marketing terms, in agency terms, coaching terms, all that we like to talk about, it's the same thing, but we need to focus on selling and marketing. Marketing is prospecting, sales is selling, and fulfillment is fulfilling, right? So this is where we need to focus 80% of our effort and time to get to this goal of 100K. This is very important. It's marketing and sales, prospecting and selling. So one last thing, and this is key to understand this, is that areas are dependent on the previous area. So fulfillment really depends on sales and sales on marketing, right? So to sign 2 or 3 clients per month, let's just say that, or per week, whatever you want, the time frame you want, you need to get on 10 sales calls. But to get on 10 sales calls, you need to outreach to at least 100 leads, right? And these numbers are made up. So the message here I'm trying to put across you is there's no point in working on fulfillment before you get a sale. And there's no point on working on pitches until you get someone interested. So I know most of you won't be totally new on your agency, but this still applies. I see so much agency owners with 5, 10 clients making sure they set up the Slack channels, writing SOPs, automations, funnels, etc., when they should be acquiring clients and closing them. That's it. So yes, even if you're not totally new, and you should still be focusing on acquiring more clients. Okay, so before hitting the 1 million, you should focus 80% on prospecting and sales. So that's very clear now. So what is prospecting and sales? Let's go to the first 100K. You should be focusing on prospecting. And prospecting encompasses all of this, right? Cold emailing, paid ads, Facebook, social outreach, cold calling, other organic methods like video outreach, Google My Biz, Facebook, a library, all of these paid ads, Facebook, YouTube, uh, TikTok ads, Google ads, whatever you want, right? So let's focus on marketing. And here's the first thing that I think you're going to like. To get to 100K a month, most agencies can achieve it with just 2 channels. And this is what this presentation is going to be about. We have seen over and over again our clients get to 100K by just doing paid ads, specifically Facebook, and cold emailing. So this is how we're going to do it here, and this is how I'm going to help you guys get to 100K. So let's do this. First, we're going to talk about setting the cold email campaign, the cold email engine. And why is that? Because the cold email takes more time than the Facebook engine to run. So, and please, this is in no way like a very detailed paid course. This is the step-to-step guide. I think I'm not talking to anyone completely new, so you're going to know these terms, right? So first, your first step is get to similar domains names in Google domains. So let's say you're the owner and this is your business, mydomain.com. You can get mydomain.net or my/domain.com or my/domain.net. Just get two that are not your main domains. We don't want cold emailing from your main domain in case anything happens. All right. Open 10 paid G Suite accounts. So you're going to do 5 on one domain and 5 on the other one. You're going to download a list of leads you can use, and you can, if you haven't heard of these, you can search these up. You can do D7, you can do Carrot leads, you can pay someone on Fiverr to scrape leads, but you need emails and phones, and I'm going to tell you why later. But emails, it's important for your cold email engine, and then emails and phones, the same list that you're already paying or to scrape or to get, can be used for Facebook audiences. So let's continue with this. So first, warm them up with article emails and cold emails according to plan in the next slide. I'm going to show you this in detail. So this, when you're warming up the accounts and you're sending articles, they're less likely to be marked as spam, right? And then we're going to send personalized and then hyper personalized emails, and as your accounts warm up and get the account going. So this is the warm up plan. week one. And when I say week one, is day 1 to 7. Week two is day 8 to 14. Week three is day 9 to 21, and so on. Complete week, right? You don't stop. You work Saturdays and Sundays on at least this first stage, because that's going to really warm up your account. So you're going to subscribe to 2 or 3 newsletters, just any newsletter you want. It doesn't matter. It's just to have incoming mails to these accounts. And then you're going to send 5 to 7 email accounts per day per account, right? So you have 10 accounts, remember, 5 in one domain, 5 in the other domain, and you're going to start sending just 5 to 7 on each one each day. And what are you going to send? You're going to send purely articles. You don't want anyone marking this as spam. So if you receive something of value, you're not going to mark it as spam. That's at least the logic of this, right? So week two, you're going to send 13 to 16 emails each day per account. It's going to be a total of 130 to 160 emails per day, and you're just going to do articles, and so on. You get the idea. Week three, you switch a little. Now you're going to send half articles and half cold emails. Week four, the same thing. See, you're incrementing every day a little bit. And when I say 26 to 30 or 13 to 16 is in one account, you're going to send 26, the other one 28, the other one 29, then the other one 30. You never want something that's the same repetitive thing when cold email, because this is what a lot of times gets you in trouble with deliverability or just blocking your account. Week five and week six. So as you can see, we're always sending articles and cold email, articles and cold email. You can increase the cold email, but then and decrease articles, but this is the plan. You can take a screenshot of this. And finally, week 7 and beyond, you're going to send 45 to 55 emails per each day per account, for a total of 450 to 550 emails per account. And now you've transitioned only into cold email. You're not doing any more warm up via articles, and you're not subscribing to newsletters either. All right. So then let's talk a little bit about the cold emailing thing here. What about automations? Everyone loves automations, but we do this for a living. We send I don't know, 35 to 50,000 emails per day, sorry, for the total of our clients. So we've personally tested this, and during the last 3 months, individual emails have been automations every time. The Gmail algorithm is making some changes, and we've tested this on a lot of automating tools, Mailshake, Go High Level, and Woodpecker is another one. And every time we send the manual email, it ended up in the inbox, and the other ones ended up in spam or ended up in the promotion tab. So it can be done, yes. But since we're going to see that we need to scale this up, and you're not going to be just sending 500 emails, if you want to go to 100K, this is important. So automations, probably, but we prefer manual. So is automation scalable? It's not scalable. This is not true. It's probably not automated, but if you get VAs, appointment setters, to do this, it's scalable. So if you want to use automations for the other things, please pay them. No good free tools. We've tested them, probably not all, but dozens and dozens. So warm up, for example, if you're gonna so wait, I don't want you to send them automated, but if you have to, okay, try warming up with Gmass, Lemlist, Prybox.io. And if you want to automate the sending of the emails, you can try GHL, Cliently, Mailshake, Woodpecker, whatever you want. But I'm being very clear now, do it manually. So what to send when you say warm up with articles? So take the time to write out a specific article for your target audience, just once, a good one, right? And then these are some examples. So how to get 5 new high-paying roofing clients this month. 3 easy steps to appear on Google My Business search results for your city or for Miami, for Phoenix, whatever you want. Top 3 mistakes dentists are making on their websites. Send this article as planned to minimize chance of spam, like we talked about. So this is an example of a generic article we have going on for one client. This is a roofing client, and it's 3 ways to grow your roofing business in 2022. So they're going to open this, and they're not going to market as spam. This is real info that they can go apply and work on this, right? Okay, now what to send? And let's talk a little bit about email subject lines. So you definitely don't want to use any spammy words, like free and offer any type of money whatsoever. You want to test shorter subject lines like question, quick question, hi, and the name hi Mark, inquiry, inquiry. We tried like typos, and all of those things seem good. We like to test questions also. So just did you see this? 50 more jobs this month. How on earth is this, Joe? Questions always need a response. So psychologically, those have very good open rates. And we also test the specific services. So the important things to mention the niche or the offer in the subject title. Now, remember, the only purpose of the subject line is to for them to read the rest of the email, right? So if you had to ask me, so what's the winner? What do we use? I would say short, uh, like 5 to 7 word uh, subject lines, or one word, right? Like question. Uh, I would put in a question mark there. It should be specific, and something we tested out is mystery, something that has them in doubt. So I'll give you one example just to see what I'm mentioning here. More teeth whitening patients with pods, and they're going to see with pods, what is that? And they're going to open it, right? But it's specific, it's short, it has a question, and it has that touch of mystery. Now when you use pods, this is something we're testing with good results. It's like the patient on demand system, right? And that's what we're going to do. It's not pods that have anything to do with whitening pods. But we talk about that in the email, right? You just want them to open it. Okay, so what to send? Let's talk about the email copy per se. You want to do something like the intro, and then who you are, where you're from, something specific or personalized. We definitely want customized fields for higher reading rates, for them to read the email and not mark it as spam. Why are you reaching out to them? How can you help? Be specific. People don't want to lose time on this. Give something of value. It's not just a pitch fest anymore. You want to give something of value uh, in that email, or offer it if they respond. Ask for phone or more info. We like to do both. Why? Because some people don't like to get on the phone to be sold on, but they're interested and they're intrigued. So if you ask, send me a phone or give me more info, they say more info, we send them a little bit more info and then call them. They're still going to be called, but that's it. So remember, no links, no images, no spammy words either in the email copy. There are some websites that you put in the email, and it's going to tell you the spam score, so you can try to use those. And write 5 different variations of your email copy. This is very important. Don't try to send from the 5 accounts. Remember, we talked about opening 5 accounts in one domain and 5 in the other one. Within those 5 accounts, each email should be sending a different one, and you should be randomly in account 1 sending email 1, in account 2 email 3, in account 3 email variation 4. So write 5 different email copies, right? So this is an example, email copy example, that has all of these elements here. Hey, hi, Dr. Jackson. You can see there's the customization, right? My name is Mark from More Med Patients. I was just reaching out because I just browsed your website at phoenixwhitesmiles.com. So let's say this is another personalized area, right? They know you went to their website. And although you seem to have an awesome site, I wanted to let you know that I have some ideas as to how you could immediately start getting at least 5 more patients looking for veneers every month. See, a direct, to the point, and specific. You see, we specialize in helping dental practices get an extra 20 to 30 new patients per month and wanted to see if you were open to getting on a quick 10-minute call to chat about it. You see, the SE I marked it in bold because we like to add, uh, you know, these misspellings every now and then. Those seem more natural than the perfect email, right? Next, if you're interested in exploring further, please reply back with your best phone number or the word Pearly Smiles, and I'll send you more info. See, we're doing this tricky thing here. We're not just asking them for the phone number. We already have a phone number of them. We want them to reply. And if they reply, that's going to do great things for your email deliverability, but you're also going to get a reply back from them. Now, for the ones that don't like to talk on the phone, we're telling them to reply with the word Pearly Smiles. And if they do, we'll send them more info. And if they put the phone, we'll call them. But the last thing here is hope to hear from you soon, Mark Brown. Let's say your name. But we're adding something of value. If you saw in this email we're sending, I wanted to let you know that I have some ideas out to how you could immediately start getting at least 5 more patients. It's not just we help you do this, and that. Get back to me, right? So this is important. This is just an example, guys. Remember, this is a quick step-by-step roadmap. Okay, let's go on to step two, Facebook paid ads. Again, we're not going to go into very specific here, but I'm assuming that you guys know how to do this. So we're going to start with a minimum of 10,000 lists and create custom audiences, guys. We want to put these as audiences, custom audiences. We don't like to use, we haven't had a lot of success doing, the interest type of targeting. So remember when I told you for the cold email list, you would pay to get 10,000 lists of roofers or 10,000 dentists. You need to get 10,000. You could use them here also. So invest one time in a good list. So we need 10,000 phones and 10,000 emails. It doesn't have to be from the same contacts. It can or it can't, or it can be mixed, right? But two lists. You're going to put one, it says in a CSV file, and the other one in another one, or in text file. It doesn't matter. You have two lists. Now, for each list, you're going to put them into Facebook and create 1% lookalike audiences. So you're going to end up with 4 lists, right? The email list, the phone list, the email lookalike, and the phone lookalike at 1%. You're going to place all 4 lists into a saved audience. Okay? You're going to save that audience and just call it, roofers or dentists, whatever you want. You're going to run a lead gen campaign to instant form. That's one where you add a form and it's going to capture your data. You're going to create a very basic Canva ad in 3 formats. This is 180, sorry, it's a zero missing there. So it's 1080 by 1080, 608 by 1080, 1080 by 565. So you have three sizes, different sizes, and you're going to do 3 variations of these, just like different colors or whatever you want. If it's a roofer, 3 different roofs, or if it's a dentist, we're going to put one with different types of mouths or whatever, right? And you're going to add these to the campaign. You're going to call out the audience and place what you do and in how much time. Call out the audience and place, hey dentist, hey Ohio dentist, what do you do? Hey, we can help you with this and that, and we can do this in this amount of time. These are the 3 minimum requirements in an ad. Write basic copy, guys, and place 30 minimum a day on an ad set level, right? So with ad set level, and you're going to be testing 3 different variations of these emails. You're going to integrate to go high level to leads in pipeline stage. That means as soon as you get a lead, it's going to go into go high level. It's going to be placed in the leads in pipeline stage, and it's going to send you an SMS or whatever you want to advise you that you have a new lead. And you're going to call immediately on lead arrival and book the call. Very easy. More easy said than done, but this is the plan. This is the plan. So this is an example. You can see a Facebook paid ads example of one of the ones we're running for our clients. So this is a med spa. I don't know if this is the one we're running for us or for one of our clients. And you can see we have the different sizes. But look down below. We have 20 Facebook leads at 12 bucks each one, 13 bucks each one. And this is recently, this is June 1st to June 13th. It's not even the 14 days, 2 weeks, and we already have 20 Facebook leads. We're doing this day in and day out for every type um, of niche. So this can be done. So this is just a small example. Now, let's go into the math. This is very important. With cold email, let's say you just received 2 replies. Remember, you're sending 500 emails. You just received 2 replies per day. By 22 working days, that's 44 replies. 44 replies by 30% booking ratio, which is the average we're seeing above in all of our clients at 13 sales calls. 13 sales calls by 20% closing ratio, that's 3 clients you're going to get out of cold email. Facebook ads, on the other hand, let's say you just received 2 replies, which I just showed you. It's very doable by day for 22 days, 44 replies. 44 reply by 50% booking ratio. The booking ratio on Facebook ads is way higher, guys, 50 to 60%. Why? Because they are the ones putting their info in. They are the ones interested, right? The cold email is invasive, but this one's a push strategy. The other one's a pull strategy. You put it in front of them and they're the ones interested. So that's 22 sales calls. 22 sales calls. Let's say the same 20% closing ratio, you got 4 clients. So you got 3 clients a month out of cold email and 4 clients out of Facebook ads. That's 7 clients per month. Remember, 7. Doable again. So the first month, remember, you warmed up your cold email account. So you're not getting any clients from that. You're just going to get the clients out of the Facebook ads. So you're just going to get 4 clients. On month 2 and onward, that's why we have the plus there, you're going to get your 3 clients from cold email and 4 clients from Facebook ads. So 7 clients in total. So before we go into the detail and the plan, let's talk about the problem. The problem really is the churn. The churn is really important, as I'm about to show you in the upcoming slides, but you have to understand something really important. Churn happens. We as agency owners try to reduce it, but it's part of the game. So what's churn? Churn is a percentage rate at which customers stop subscribing to a service because of any reason. Yeah, you could say they're not reaching a promised result, unmet expectations. They're seeing your investment as an expense, not as an investment, so no return on investment, and they're leaving. But this is the truth, guys. Just because. Client will one day wake up and they say, I'm sick of this, I'm going out. It doesn't have to do anything with you. They could say your leads are shitty and that your customer service sucks. And that could be true, but it could be not. And they just want an excuse out. So churn will happen. All right. So the problem, the churn, and pay a lot of attention here, because this is the problem why a lot of agencies are not scaling here. If you're acquiring, you see the first month we got 4 clients. The second one 7 and the third one 7. New clients always 7. But let's say 20% of your clients leave month to month. What happens? Look at this 6 here, guys. You're still acquiring 7 new ones, but there comes a time where you're going to acquire the same amount of clients that are going to leave. So look at this part: 8,000, 17, 25, 30, 36, 40, 40. So between the 40 and the 50,000 mark, here's where everything gets very difficult, right? Scaling past that it has to do with churn here. So you lose 6 clients, you earn 1 more. 6, you get 7. 6, you're really scaling at 1 client. And this happens: 45, 47, 49, 50, 51. So yeah, of course you can tell me we've got to work on retention. Churn happens. Understand that, get that passed, and you will grow. So the solution: appointment setters. And this is our office with our appointment setters, but I'm not saying hire appointment setters from us, although I wish you would, but I'll tell you why the solution is appointment setters. So look at this. The same strategy. Now, the only different thing is that you're going to hire an appointment setter on your 3rd month, right? So that person's going to do another cold email campaign, right? And now, since you have an appointment setter, you have 3 more clients. So you see from 7 new clients to 10. 3 months down the road, you're going to go to 13. 3 months down the road, another appointment setter to 16. And just three more new ones. But what happens with churn? You get 10, you lose 5, right? So this is the math. 6 from cold email, 4 from Facebook. You're still getting the 4 from Facebook. It's another idea if you can scale Facebook, but now you have 6. You've got another appointment center that's just doing cold email, and that's why I mentioned cold email was so important, guys. Now he gets 9 clients. With 3 appointment centers, you should be able to scale the cold email part because that's very scalable with people. So let's just put this example: 9 clients through cold email, 4 through Facebook. It's 13. So 13 clients plus the 26 that you got from last month, that's 39. You lose 8, you end up with 31. But look, if you scale and increase new clients because of the appointment setters, you get 10, you lose 5. You get 13 new, you lose 8. You get 16, you lose 11. So eventually this can catch up. Exactly. But if you keep on adding appointment setters, you can get there. And guess what? If you do this with cold email alone and Facebook email alone, and hiring some 3 appointment setters, you get to that 100K mark. This is real. This was with 20% closing rate, 20% churn rate, and 2,000 average monthly retainer. This is not ad spend. This is the what you're going to charge each client, right? And you get on month 12 to 100K recurring revenue. This is staying there. Of course, if we would add that more and more, this would scale, right? So, some people hire VAs. We prefer appointment setters, and here's why. Agency owners do not like to do repetitive tasks. That's a well-known fact. This kills their energy, flow, and creativity. They start doing something, then they stop doing. They need to look for that. I wouldn't call it the new shiny object, the shiny object syndrome, but within the same business, they like to do different things, right? Besides prospecting, let's say you were sending emails and going crazy after the second month. The second most boring task is calling and setting the appointments. So normal VAs can send cold emails and can manage Facebook ads, but they are not effective at booking the appointments. They do not like to get on the phone. They don't have the necessary training. And that's why we call our specialized appointment setters. They can do both. But if you hire a normal appointment setter, they can also do it. They just need the training on how to, they send the emails, they manage, whatever you need to manage, and then they get on the call and they book the call, right? So we're going to go now with the next steps, the basic growth roadmap. And this is it, guys. We already saw that you can scale to 100K with cold email and Facebook ads alone. So this is the plan. You see, the first month, the first 2 months, it's going to be you doing cold email, you doing Facebook ads, you closing, and you fulfilling, right? The third month, it's going to be you bring on a halftime, your first halftime appointment setter. So halftime they can send 500 emails easily. So look at this. You set them up for the third month, you hire them, but the first month they don't bring in clients. Remember, they warm up the account. They actually start generating for you next month. So this chart, you hire first half-time appointment setter, month 6 the second one, month 9 the third one, and so on. You could continue. So the appointment setter here with just 3 half-time appointment setters, you get to that. You're going to keep on doing Facebook ads, which is basically every now and then when the ad stops showing or there's the ad burnout that they stop seeing, you create another one. But this is very easy. You're going to be the closer, guys. You're going to be the closer until around this area, and I'm going to tell you why. And you do the fulfillment, and you can outsource it whenever you want, but you definitely want to do this. So this is the plan. This is the plan to the basic growth. The basic growth roadmap is 100K in 12 months, right? Now, listen, 2 pointers. We recommend you give appointment setters different tasks to do as to not burn them out. So this is why you could see here and say appointment setter 1. Well, I can just put them full-time appointment setter and keep the same one. Yeah, you could. but they could get burned out if they're just sending emails all day long. So that's why we say half-time appointment setters, they work half-time, they have their life the other half-time, and they come back to you next day and they're excited and so on. So we're talking about half-time appointment setters. Now, the other pointer is in regards to the closer. So still at 16 new clients per month. Let's go back to this. So I just want to show you this. 16 new clients per month. With 16 new clients, it means you're closing 16 new clients, right? So let's talk about that. If you're closing 16 new clients at 20% close rate, that means that you've got to get on 5 times more sales calls, right? That's 80 sales calls, which is tired, and we suggest getting a closer right around here. But the truth is, 80 calls per month divided by 22 working days, that's 3 to 4 calls per day. Still manageable, but still it's tiresome, very tiresome. So we suggest you getting a closer around this area, right? There's no specific point, but around this area, right? So that's cool. Now, this is the accelerated growth roadmap. Get to your goal in half the time. So this is optional, right? This is just extra. Let's say you don't hire a half-time appointment setter, but you hire a full-time appointment setter. So you're not going to put them to do appointment setting all day long. He's going to do cold email and LinkedIn. 6 months, you're going to hire another appointment setter. He's going to do cold email. All of them do cold email because that's a scalable outreach channel, and Facebook organic or Facebook groups, whatever you want. The third one's going to do cold email, and it's going to do Instagram outreach or video outreach, right? You're still doing the Facebook ads, you're still closing around this time, and the same fulfillment. This doesn't change. The Facebook ad closing and fulfillment, that's up to you. You can hire a Facebook ad agency, you can hire your cousin, whatever you want. But I like to keep the Facebook ads just because nowadays Facebook is very picky with the business manager. It'll just shut you down if you don't do what they want, right? So that's it. This is the plan. Okay. So now that I've showed you how online businesses scale through 2 main channels, an organic channel like cold email and a paid channel like Facebook ads, you now have a plan in place to go execute. Now, there are 2 ways you can achieve this, and the first way is you get this plan going as soon as possible. If you're a more experienced marketer, you can get this going by just rewatching this video and following the action plan listed above in the training. And as you probably have guessed by now, this will take you time to learn and execute correctly. You may and probably will run across obstacles while you test your scripts, copy, and ads, which will cost you money and time to figure out. So if you have time and money to spare, cool, go execute now, hire your first appointment setter, and get this plan going. The second option, as you might already probably guess, is getting some help. Someone that can help you with ads, calling and closing scripts, templates, pitch decks, and hooking you up with the correct pre-trained appointment setter. And this will most likely save you thousands of dollars and dozens of headaches, but most importantly, hours of lost time. And this is where we can help you with. Now, I'm against pitching you a one-size-fits-all solution, and this is why, depending on your business life cycle, the size of your team, and amount of working clients, you will need a different approach. For example, you could probably already have a virtual assistant that needs appointment setting training, or have an appointment setter that is not getting enough appointments booked on your calendar. Another person will probably not have an appointment setter yet and wants to hire one and manage them because they have some free time on their hands. And finally, a third scenario, someone is probably looking to grow but wants to be free of the headaches of managing an appointment setter in the day-to-day operations, and probably does not want the hassle of the taxations of an employee on payroll. And you guessed it, we have different solutions. So please book a call below for a quick 15-minute chat about how we can help you out. Choose one of the options below depending on what most represents you at this moment and what interests you more. Don't worry about getting this right. We will discuss this on the call after we ask you some questions and then you ask us some questions. This will give us an idea of where you are in your business so we can help you better and understand if we can help you at all. So choose one, fill the form, and let's help you scale.